Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Alfin, Zahra, Aulia from class D with NPN 232122129. I will explain chapter 1 about the speech mechanism. Let's start! Human versus animals. The most significant difference between a human and an animal is that a human is able to talk and an animal is not. The structure of the lungs, the mouth, and the brain enable humans to manipulate the sounds in such a way that they become distinct type when produced. The division of the brain into left and right hemispheres also separates humans from animals. The left hemisphere, which is primarily for language, has areas which are specifically designed for language as. The two are connected by millions of fibers called the articulate vesicles to ensure that whatever one hears can be transmitted to the broca area for future verbal action. This is not to say, however, that animals are not capable of communication among themselves. They are, but they use a means which is not language in the way we normally use the term. The nectar finger word perform an speech movement while the tail wiggles. The more wiggles it produces, the more nectar is indicated. Monkeys and chickens can also communicate among themselves. A certain kind of monkey would say to other monkey there is a gorgeous eagle flying over them. With this signal, they would move to the lower parts of the trees to hide if the danger comes from below. Hens will also produce a certain type of sound when they pin food for the little chicks. The sounds would attract the little chicks to run closer to the hens and eat the food their mother pins. The speech mechanism. In order for a person to produce a sound, they need four fundamental elements. First, the lungs. Second, the vocal folds. Third, the resonator. And fourth, the articulator. The lungs are in the form of a soft and spongy mass which function like a pump that can take in air and push it out as well. When a human being breathes, he inhales the air from the outside. The process causes the lungs to deflate. When he exhales, the lungs impede passing the air out. In inhaling, the air goes in through the nose or the mouth, pushing a resonator called the pharynx. At the lower end of the pharynx, the passage is split into two. One for food, called the esophagus, and the other for breathing and language. Up the pharynx, the air goes down to the lungs, pushing through the larynx and the trachea. The air may or may not be modified by the vocal folds. The function of the vocal fold is, among other things, to determine whether a sound is poised or poiseless. If the folds are wide apart as in A below A, the sound is voiceless. This is also the state for breathing. If the folds are narrowly open as in B, 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 the sound produced is the fricative as in house, house. The vocal folds can also be in touch with each other and vibrating as in C. When this happens, the sound produced is voiced. The sound G, K, 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 for instance, is made this way. When no vibration occurs, the sound is voiceless. An example for this sound is the sound K or K, 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 pick, K, pick, K, K. If the folds are tightly closed and the air is suddenly result as in C, C, K, K, city, can. The sound produced is a glottal stop as in the third sound of the Indonesian word sat, sat, saat, sat. A less scientific way to check whether a sound is voiced or voiceless is by putting our fingers tightly into our car holes while pronouncing the sound, say P, and B. You will notice that for P, P, the sound is kind of light, while for B, 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 it is heavy. Inside the mouth, there are parts that block the airstream. These parts are called the articulators. So we have the lips, the teeth, the tongue, and the palate. The lips can be moved to be in full contact with each other to block the airstream. Then the air is then released through the mouth. We have the oral sounds P, P, and B, B. When the air is released through the nose, we have the nasal sounds M, 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 M. The lower lip can also be in contact with the tips of the upper teeth. The air exits through the narrow opening and the sound produced are the fricative F, very, and V, very, very. Except for the root, any part of the tongue can be placed in certain position to produce certain sounds. The tip can be placed at the lower gum of the upper front teeth called the alveolar ridge, produce the alveolar sounds T or T, 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 as in Thai, and D or D, 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 as in die, Thai, die. The upper part of the mouth cavity is called the palate. It is divided into two parts. The front part, which is called the hard palate, and the back part, the soft palate or the velum. At the end of the velum is found the uvula. The back of the tongue can also make contact with the velum to produce K, 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 as in cam, and G, K, 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 as in cam. Thanks for watching and bye. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.